Hello, collective. Welcome to the Power of Three. If you're returning, and I hope you are, welcome back. Um, it's taken me a bit to get back here. I've been out of commission, and so I feel good enough to be here today, thankfully. And this is a time travel reading, so even myself might resonate with this a little bit, just because there's so many avenues that you can take with time travel. Because some people believe that you can go back, and I don't not necessarily think that you can, but maybe it's just a desire, you know, um, for some of you. Some of you, it might just be yesterday or last week or last year or just a specific time that you'd like to go back and well, kind of what I'm picking up is you know, energies of wishing to go back and fix things that you can't. And you can't get lost in that either. You have to learn to accept. So we'll see what comes out, okay, for everybody's highest good. It's like any other reading. You're not going to resonate with everything, or maybe even none of it. So if you can take any good advice, please do. And throw away the rest. Um, I'm super excited too because I got a new deck arrived today, and so we'll be using that uh, well throughout everything. Plus, I think it'll be part of its own video with well, just to let you know, beautiful creatures. It'll be lumped with, I think. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to show you that deck. So I say you drag this out anymore, just reminding you to hit the like button if you do like this channel and want to support it, even if you don't resonate with the message. Um, if you just hit the like button so it helps push the videos out, that'd be great. Thanks so much. All right, for our time travel reading for March 2025, here we go. I hope you can't hear those. They're beacon off and it's like they're 2 rooms away, so I can't put them back any further. Um, all right, from the Holy Spirit, we have well done, thou good and faithful servant, which is always a nice card to get. Um, Working hard, and you'll see by the overall energy, it's the moon manifestation. You got new moon in Scorpio, go deeper. So again, I do feel a heavy, like, going through a dark period of dealing with maybe things that you know yourself you're responsible for. And, you might wish with all your might that you could go back in time, but you can't, right? Perhaps that's the energy of time travel right now is maybe thinking like, I can't go back and change it, but I wish I could. Um, Digging deep to figure out why you allowed yourself to end up where you're at, feeling the way you do. The supporting energy is the magic of you, and you got samadhi. Sorry, samadhi. It's a perfect acceptance. Learning to accept your circumstances um, as they are, and um, you might not be able to go back in time and heal wounds that you possibly caused other people, but obviously there's wounds within you. So going deep and figuring out why you would cause somebody else pain when maybe you really didn't want to. Healing, going deep and healing those issues so that at least you can uh, have perfect acceptance of yourself in the here and now, as opposed to living in an energy of wanting to go back in time all the time. So that's our overall energy. Let's see. This is where, we could pull, if you're not resonating with that, but, you might resonate with one of the cards, one of the three that will come out of this time travel deck. It's so beautiful. So, for the collective, all signs, for their highest good, anybody that feels they might be resonating with this, What is going to come out for March 2025 for the collective? We've got 39, so that might be your age. Transcending, see, pushing 40, starting to look back at things you did when you're younger, things like that. And it's Atlantis. Absolutely gorgeous card. But Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio is the overall energy, and that's um, it's like a combination of a deadliness of the scorpion and the emotion so deep that it drives that. It's strange, but um, it's Atlantis is that lost world, right? Feeling lost in that dark place of this new moon in Scorpio. Let's see what else comes out. So we have 28 patients under the Buddha tree, northern India. 28. Hmm. I'm picking up infinite balance off the number 28. The number two, balance, and eight, um, the infinite sign, which is in the two of pentacles a lot of times. Those pentacles are balanced within that infinity sign. The eight is movement. The eight is work. Work to be work to stay balanced, which is part of going deeper. Well done, a good and faithful servant. It's nice. And it seems to be all connected. But again, still, you can just resonate with one of it. That's fine. Anything that helps you. The number 20, healing. The dream temples of, I'm horrible with this, Asclepius, Asclepius, comma, and it's in Greece. So, a very beautiful card. The number 20, I just heard double trouble. Um, I feel like you might the time that you want to go back to is the age of 10, possibly. Some people want to go back to the age of 10 because something went wrong there. And then at the age of 20, 10 years, like two, like a decade, and then another decade. And then it was somewhere maybe 8 years later where you started to, eh, by 28, uh, you might have started that process. And now you're pushing 40. All right, so that doesn't have to be true for everybody, but it could be true for like one of his. Again, anything that resonates here with you that helps you, take it. Let's see what's at the bottom. 12. Exuberance. The Roaring Twenties in Paris. So this is probably the overall energy that started the process of causing pain to others because of hidden pain from within. A lot of times people get into this energy because it's a distraction. Transformations behind that. It's a distraction, you know, instead of sitting at home thinking about things that bother you or wish you could change and you can't. Some people would rather just go out and be distracted by partying, drinking, dancing, whatever, right? Just kind of living it up and not thinking about the past. All right, so we're clarifying this time travel reading with the Good Tarot, their gorgeous deck. For the collective, all signs. Let's clarify this time travel reading. So we're clarifying the 39, the transcending Atlantis, 6 of Earth, balancing things out, which is the next energy that you jump into, patience. Having patience even when things are unbalanced and unfair, and they have been. They have been within you, and you've probably been causing unfairness, and that's what you want to go back and change. You want to balance it out and make it right, and maybe you can't, but you have to balance it out within you and dig deep enough to figure out why that happened, why you were like that, why you would do something like that that maybe you knew deep down was out of character, but at the time, that's how you were rolling with whatever you were suppressing. Patience under the Buddha tree. All right, jump with my finger. 8 of water. See, I told you the 2 and the 8 significantly were significant on their own. 8 of water, wanting to leave, wanting to move on. Everything that's behind this person is out of balance. It has to be drastic. So you're waiting for that ship and it's almost there. And cloak. I think there's something about this cloaking yourself, like it. Let's see what comes out under healing. Dream temples of Asclepius, Greece. Some of you may be being guided. You got 2 here. The 5 of Wands, or fire in this deck, and the King of Swords. Conflict, conflicted. I feel like these are isolated incidences that you have set yourself apart from for too long, and now it's time to dig deep and pull them back in and figure out why they are burning your soul. King of Swords. Like, it would take somebody that's in a King of Swords energy, wanting to dig for the truth, even if it's about their own self, having the courage to do that, to heal, because that's what this is coming in under healing. You're healing. You're healing that inner conflict of, why you were like that in the past, because you're certainly coming out of it and you are moving away from it. Absolutely. And in the King of Swords energy, that holds integrity. And I feel like that's very, very important. That's why you're getting this. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. It takes, you know, um, integrity to dig deep within yourself to figure out why you might have been part of the problem. Uh, Maybe that's your way of um, fixing the past by fixing yourself for the future, so you don't continue on hurting other people. You might be your right heartbreaker. You know what I mean? Like hot, hot, hot. Pull people in like magnets and break hearts like nothing. They don't even mean to half the time, right? And other people, you probably knew you were breaking hearts, but for whatever reason, you were good with it at the time, and now you're not. This is the Carol of the Cloisters, and we're extra clarifying the time travel reading with that for the collective. All signs may be resonating with this energy. March 2025 for the highest good as always. Thank you so much to the Holy Spirit, my guides and peeps, for being here with the collective. Now let's see what comes out to clarify the new moon in Scorpio. Go deeper with perfect acceptance. My throat all of a sudden. Heartbreaker, dream maker, love taker, don't you mess around with me. Three of Swords, self acceptance, perfect acceptance. Go deeper. Go deeper into that heartbreak that's within you. Six of Pentacles under transcending. Transcending, High Priestess. You're starting to feel that tug in your higher self. Your intuition will not steer you wrong. If it's been telling you something's been unfair, and it has been. But we get lost in the whys. We get clustered up with all the voices. Okay? Um, And I'm glad that this high priestess is out here because that tells me that you connected to the voice that you were supposed to connect to. Eight of Cups, and the rest of this reading as well. Eight of Cups under patience, patiently standing there waiting too. That's the other thing. See that you gotta wait for that ship to get there, and that takes patience, not turn around and go back. That's why you're cloaked. You don't want anybody to disturb you from waiting for that moment where you can transcend and move away from. You might be physically moving away from an area. It might be certain people, or it's just moving away from something that's been within you for a very long time. Maybe that's what you're doing. You're putting that in this box, in this chest, closing the chest, and you're going to put that on the ship and set in a sail. So again, take it how it applies. You might not really want to go anywhere. You just maybe are disconnecting from old wounds. The Empress. So it could be uh, mother issues, the way you were raised, the way you were treated, the way you were nurtured, or their lack of. Um, Maybe you were brought up with a very, you know, tremendously lacking that sense of caring. So for that part of your year where you got up to, when a kid gets to be 10 years old, they start to get friends and they start to do things and people act out. When they feel like nobody cares, they act out and they hurt other people. That's what this is here. But you're not a bad person. Clearly, you're not even, you're pushing 40 and you're figuring out, I wish I could go back and fix that thing that I did when I was 10 because I was such an idiot to do that. I should have done that. That was not nice. And I would feel awful if somebody did that to me. Like, this is why you're getting this, okay? So the time travel part is the Holy Spirit working with you, you awakening, transcending, listening to your higher self, and healing those wounds within because you know you can't go back and fix it. Five of Wands, the King of Swords, under healing. So you're twice, Six of Pentacles, see? Balancing things out. You see how this one's nice and balanced, though? You're healed. So everything's balanced because you balanced it. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Page of Swords. It goes all the way back to that thing that you did when you were 10. But you never forgot. It's always been in the back of your mind that you know you did wrong that day. And probably what you did when you were 20 was even worse. But if you're going to dig, go deeper, right? So you're going all the way back to when you can remember where it started, where you started to act out. So this has been awesome. I hope you guys think so too. This is the ask and it is given deck. And we're going to close this time travel reading out with this deck and give you a message to take away. It's good for the collective. What message did you give them? So you got, it is natural for my body to be well. I think this is also related to the, where did I see that? Um, right here, this, the healing, right? Sleep. Our body heals so much when we sleep. And we've got the dream temples. So you might have been having dreams lately where you feel moved somehow. Let's see what this says. You do not have to think specific positive thoughts about your body, but you have to not think specific negative thoughts. If you could ever again think about your body and instead just think pleasant thoughts, your body would reclaim its natural place of wellness. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. And maybe, just maybe, you have time traveled in your sleep, gone back to those times. Who knows? Um, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. And again, everything is free. Commenting, subscribing, hitting the like button. Thank you so much to all of you that do that. And hello and welcome to anybody that is brand new here. My name's Amber, so welcome. Um, and I will see you again hopefully shortly for another one. I want to introduce the new deck to you. It's just absolutely awesome. So until I do see you guys again, please take care. Bye for now.